We all like to fish hemp, and it's always been a bit tricky trying to put it in PVA as a little sort of ball around your hook bait or as a stick mix to actually cast it out. So normally the hemp normally breaks the PVA down. The way I do it, it's just a different way of doing it. People add salt to it and all the rest, but I don't like loads and loads of salt. You have to put quite a bit of salt in it and all the rest of it, and it's still quite messy. Anyway, so what I do is literally put a couple of handfuls of hemp into a bait box, like so. Yeah, and that's straight out of the freezer, so it's been frozen. And I've just let it thaw out a little tiny bit, so I've got some loose hemp in there. And then what I do is put the lid on, and I get an old hairdryer, which I've had for donkey's years. I used to use this when before I used to go out and all the rest of it with my mates and stuff, do me barnet, do you know what I mean? But it's got a bit different now. Anyway, so I put it on hot, and I'll just literally heat it up. I keep giving the box a shake. Under the bottom, on the top. I'll just keep checking it, just keep going back to the box, just to make sure there's not too much water in there. I want it to be pretty dry, you know. Now kind of all that's left really is the natural oil that's coming out of the hemp, which is great, that's fine. But just keep doing that until you find that there's no water left in the bottom of that tub and it's dried off, and now all you've got is a kind of damp hemp. You don't want too much water in it. Any water, oil and water don't mix, and that's going to ruin it. Anyway, be back after this. Okay, so next step is add an oil. I like to use the Mainline's Foss oil. I find that it's a really nice. It's not a thick oil, but it's a rich oil. You can really tell the differences if you look a little bit carefully. Obviously, we know that because you get people using hemp oil and stuff in the winter, so it's slightly thinner. But anyway, this isn't thick, like I say, but it's quite a rich oil. It's also used widely in the fish farming industry, so it's got a feed inducer already in it as well. But anyway, so what I tend to do is just literally liberally coat the hemp. It doesn't matter if you go overboard, so it doesn't matter if you've got a load of oil sitting in the bottom of the tub. You really want it sitting in oil rather than water. So literally just add the oil to the hemp. Give it a good mix up with your fingers. Make sure it's all coated. And I do this the night before I go, or a couple of nights before I go, or even you could do it a couple of weeks before you go if you wanted to, if you were going to take it on holiday with you, or if you're going to go to France or whatever. And the longer it's soaking in the oil, the better, really, because oil actually gets into all the little seeds, so there's actually no water in there at all, no chance of it in there. And as we know, carp love a little bit of oil, so once that goes into a bag, that'll make a super attractive little pass around your hook bait, and it won't break down your PVA. And that there is finished, which is loads of hemp in there. There's plenty in there for a good couple of sessions, really. You're only fishing tiny little bags. But that's perfect, yeah. So anyway, I hope it puts a few fish on the bank for you. Good luck.